Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
54 Mike.
Look. Squeeze. Nickel. Ready.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Rock it.
Whip. Watch the whip. Deuce.
Greystone, travel. Get it.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Ready.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
It's 2nd down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. This is Ronald Jones, played his collegiate ball on this field for USC. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Check, check. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Natson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Henderson now on 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On the carry is Henderson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Let's get it.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it.
Check, check, check. Check 3, check 3, check 3. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got jump rope.
You're out. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Nassib coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, hey, watch the shift.
They'll look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Ready?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line. Jameis to throw it. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jordan Franks, 60 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Slam, slam, slam. Kill, kill, kill. Ready?
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 or. Bam, bam. Get it.
They'll run on first down. It's Henderson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch out, watch out.
Look, squeeze.
Now Henderson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Flushed out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That puts a good dent into their first down setback. It's a pickup of 16.
At the Buccaneers' 6-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator. Hard.
Switch.
Hey, lock it. Switch it. Say go.
On 2nd down. It's Henderson, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
You're out.
Come get some. Come on here, come get some. He don't want it.
Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal from the 1. It's a quarterback sneak. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Hey, switch gears.
Look at me. Sure. Go.
They'll look to run with Henderson. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Watch your slack. Watch your slack. Watch your slack.
Wait. Easy.
Now on 2nd and 16. Winston. He finds Howard complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Ready? Black, easy. Pick it up, Green, triple C.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Ready? 50, plant.
54, Mike.
Hey, Sam off. Speed grip.
On 1st down, Henderson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 41-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
All right, 61, matchbox lights.
Now let's get there. Hey.
Now.
This is Henderson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Get it, baby.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd and 9, Winston. He completes it to Evans. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play fake. Winston. He completes it to Jones. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. First down, Winston. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ready, black 25. 56. Here we go. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Slam. No. Kill.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again. Jameis now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Hits his target, left side, Watson. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. To throw is Winston. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Justin Watson as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On second down, it's Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Winston now from the 50. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked by his former FSU teammate Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action now, Winston. He's got Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Flip, flip, flip. White, 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 white. 54 is mine. Set. Check, check. Watch 54. Here we go.
From the gun, Winston going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Chance. Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready, set.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Rock it. 22 jet bomber. Whip.
They'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards on the play.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Switch.
Now it's Henderson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Hey, lock it. Topper. Check nine. Hey.
They run once more with Henderson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Looking to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jonnu Smith, 43 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Man, that's trash.
Here's Winston. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. On play action, Winston throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 22-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Smooth.
He'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Wood. He's got a man complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check. Greystone, Travis. Check 37. Check 37. Ready?
Now back to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down now. It's Henderson, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Again, it's Henderson, and he's got room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They'll run on first down. Henderson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. There to stop him was Carlton Davis. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Rock it.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now Washington. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Yeah, baby, boom!
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. On third down, here's Henderson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready? Blue 80. Check. Watch 54. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston to throw. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Winston. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw. What we got? 80 weapon.
Check 99.
Again, it's Henderson. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game.